my channel. I hope everyone is doing well. In this video, we're going to give you the steps on how to pay off your mortgage early. So I have several of these videos, but the videos I have is updates of me paying off my mortgage. If you don't know, my name is Patricia. Thank you for tuning in today. And I have paid off my mortgage in 3 years. So in this video, I could definitely give you advice on how to pay off your mortgage. No fluff, no bull, the real, okay? One of the first things that I really want you guys to be aware of is videos that tell you that you don't have to make extra payments and you could pay your mortgage off using a credit card or the HELOC method. There is no shortcuts in paying off your mortgage. This video, I'm going to give you the real deal on how to pay off your mortgage. So keep watching. So the HELOC videos and without making extra payments, don't even waste your time watching those videos. Everybody wants a shortcut, but when it comes to paying off your mortgage, there's no shortcut. You do have to make extra payments. In this video, I'm going to break down all the steps that's required to pay off your mortgage. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is that if you do have a spouse, if you are a married person, you might want to include your spouse in this video. You definitely want to get on the same page. So talk to your spouse and set some goals and expectations on how you want to tackle this task, okay? It's not gonna be the easiest task, but let me tell you, it's not the most difficult either. So yeah. Let's dive into this plan. All right, before you make any additional payments, call your bank or anything like that, the first thing you want to do is get life insurance, okay? You want to protect that mortgage. God forbid something happens to you or your spouse, you can live out that dream and still pay off that mortgage. So if you don't have life insurance or mortgage protection, you could definitely contact me because I am a insurance agent. I'm a registered nurse and an insurance agent. So I could definitely help you with that process. My services are 100% free. My contact will be in the description box below. You can contact me and we can set up a time for you to, get on a plan on getting life insurance, because life insurance is very important. You do not want to start paying off your mortgage without having your home protected, okay? Like I said, God forbid something happens, you can take that life insurance policy and pay off the mortgage, okay? You don't have to worry about the burden of you trying to do it alone if you are a couple. Now, if you are single, you still want to keep that home in your family. You still want to keep that home instead of giving it to the bank if something, God forbid, happened to you, especially if you have children and such. So I definitely recommend that you first get life insurance. There are policies out there where you can get all of your money back at the end of the term. So please, if you don't do anything, get life insurance. And like I said, you can contact me today and I can help you get set up with a life insurance policy that you can afford. All right, so after getting that life insurance, the second thing that is so important is really checking your mindset. I was able to pay off my mortgage in 3 years because I believed that I could. I had the mindset of paying off my mortgage. I was like, I am going to do it. And I had accountability. How did I have that accountability? What I did, I turned on the camera and I documented me paying off my mortgage here on YouTube. And I knew that my viewers was waiting for the next update. Every 6 months I would give an update, and I use YouTube as my accountability. So I think it's very important to have that mindset shift and believing that you can pay off your mortgage. I'm here to tell you, you can do it. What about the accountability piece? I would recommend if you are a spouse, you guys hold each other accountable for paying off that mortgage. If you're single, I say tell one person, not just any person. Tell your best friend, someone that you trust, someone that's very responsible, and you let them know, hold me accountable, okay? Hold me accountable on making these extra payments. You need to have accountability. You need to know that, okay, I have to do this, right? So when you have accountability, it pushes you just a little further. When you know someone is watching you, it pushes you a little further. I did not just tell YouTube, I also told family members and friends, okay? They looked at me like I had a third eye, but I wanted to speak it. I wanted to speak it, and I wanted to show that I can do it. So that way when they look back, they're like, she actually did it. It made me have accountability. So definitely check yourself when it comes to your mindset. Talk to yourself about this process. You can do it. And get some accountability. The third thing that I recommend is that you need to know where is your money, okay? So what does that mean? You need to look at your income. You need to look at your income with a microscope, okay? You need to know exactly what's coming in and what is coming out, okay? So if you're bringing in $2,000 a week, let's say, after taxes, so your husband is bringing in $2,000 a week, whatever it is, you need to know. You need to write all of that down, okay? So the next thing that comes along with that, which is number 4, is budgeting. So knowing what comes in, right? Knowing how much money you make, and budgeting is very important in this process. If you don't budget, then you don't know where your money is going. You're just spending, and you don't even know if you have extra money to make those extra payments. But let me tell you, you do. We all do. We all have extra money to make extra payments. But where is that extra money going? And that's where we're going to dive deep in this video. And I'm going to show you how you can find that extra $10, how you can find that extra $50 to throw into that mortgage, okay? When I did this, I wrote down all of my expense. I wrote down how much money was coming in, and I looked at, okay, this is what I have extra, and I had $800 extra that I was just spending, like just spending on food and just spending on bills, unnecessary bills such as cable and etc. And we're going to dive into that as well. So you definitely want to budget. You want to look at what is coming in, and you want to eliminate all of the unnecessary bills that you are creating unnecessarily because society says that you have to have these items. Take that and you're going to put that into your mortgage. So you're going to look at your income with a fine-tooth comb. You're going to look at all of the expenses, right? And you're going to pull that credit card bill. You're going to pull your bank statements, and you're going to look at the things that you are spending your money on that is completely unnecessary. You're going to take that and you're going to use that to make extra payments. So the next thing that comes hand in hand with what I just said is number 5, which is getting rid of all of the unnecessary bills. Let me give you some examples. I wrote them down. All right, so here are some unnecessary bills that I had and some of the things that you may have, okay? So cable. Do you really need cable? Listen, it took me years to unplug the cable. And let me tell you, when I did, I felt so good about it. I thought my children was going to hate me for not having cable. And the truth is, they was not even really watching it. They was watching YouTube. We also included Netflix. So cable was not even necessary in our household. So get rid of that cable. You don't need it. Cable is about $100 and something per month. It is just an overpriced bill, in my opinion. So get rid of it and put it towards your mortgage. Another thing is subscriptions. Do you have subscriptions that you don't even use? You know, like maybe you have a monthly subscription for hair products, or maybe you have a monthly subscriptions for magazines. I don't know, but do you really use them? Are those things adding value into your life? And if it's not, get rid of it. It's not necessary. It's not something that you have to have. What you want to have is a paid mortgage, okay? Another thing that you can get rid of is expensive dinner dates. I promise you, when you pay off your mortgage, you will be able to dine and wine, okay? But right now, let's focus on paying off this mortgage. So expensive dinner dates, get rid of them. Clothing, do you need to buy a different set of outfit every time you get ready to go out? No, I'm pretty sure you have clothes in your closet that you have not worn in years. So clothing, you don't need it. Coffee, I'm sorry Starbucks, but coffee is very expensive. Make your coffee at home. Lunches, right? Having lunch at work. Bring your own lunch. You don't have to go out to lunch with your coworkers every time you're on a lunch break. Bring your own lunch. Lawn service. Okay, I know some people are like, nah, sis, I'm not getting rid of my lawn service. But, you know, $75, $100 a month can go a long way. And you can put that into your mortgage. Do you have a housekeeping service? There are so many services that you may be paying for. You can actually just do it yourself. The nail salon, hair salon. Can you do your own hair? Can you do your own nails? Or can you just go without getting your nails done? Some of the things that you are spending are very unnecessary right now. And you're going to have a mortgage forever if you do not get rid of these things and change your mindset. So let's do that today. Look at your bills and get rid of all of the unnecessary spending. When I did this exercise, I found $800 that I was spending unnecessarily on bills that I just didn't need. And I took that $800 and I put it towards my mortgage. What is the next thing that I did that really stepped it up? Remember, I paid off my mortgage in 3 short years. And this is what really stepped it up. A side job. Yes, I had an extra job. So I have 50-50 custody with my ex. So the days that I did not have my children, I worked until about 10 or 11 p.m. at night. Yes, I know that can be a lot, but remember, I did it in 3 years, okay? Not 30 years, not all of my life. I did it in 3 years. So the sacrifice is definitely worth it. So what are some of the things that you can do to bring in extra money? You need to really think about this. Do you want to work an extra job? If you are married, maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe you could do like garage sales. You know, get rid of things that you don't need. Maybe you could do some couponing and sell the items that you are couponing. You know, there are so many ways to make extra money today. There are job openings everywhere right now in 2022. So there is ways to make extra money. So think about the ways that you can make some extra cash and use that money to put towards your mortgage. Here's another great tip. Making bi-weekly payments. So every 2 weeks, you will make your payment. Now this is something that you do have to set up. You need to call your mortgage lender and let them know this is what you want to do. And you have to set this up, because if you just make a half a payment, they're going to be like, where's the other half, right? When you make bi-weekly payments, you're actually making an extra payment every single year and you don't even realize it, right? So that will automatically drop about 5 years off of your mortgage. So that's the first thing. Make bi-weekly payments. Then you want to, after evaluating how much money you have left over when you do your budgeting, and you know, if you decide to work an extra job, which I do recommend, then you will know how much more you want to pay onto that mortgage. Now for me, I paid about $2,000 extra per month. So you definitely want to put in extra money towards your mortgage. Now you don't have to start out so drastic. That's such a drastic change in a short period of time. You want to start out small, right? So let's say, okay, I have $500 extra that I am spending on unnecessary bills such as cable, lawn service, nail salon, eating out, etc., etc. I'm going to take this $500 and I'm going to put it towards my extra payments. And you don't want to make an extra payment. You want to make an extra principal payment only. You definitely want to make sure your lender knows that's where you want the money to go to. When you're making extra principal payments, that means it's going towards your loan balance, okay? If you just make an extra payment, they will also charge you interest as well. And the key to paying off your mortgage is knocking off that interest, okay? So you want to make extra principal only payments. So when you make that extra $500 or so, it's going towards the loan balance and not the interest, okay? So like I said, you're gonna start out small. Say you wanna start out with $100 extra, right? Say you're like, okay, I just can't give up eating out or whatever the case may be, or I just can't give up that cable. Okay, fine. You're gonna make that extra $100 or so, and then as you keep doing this, you would change. Your mindset would change, because once you stay on the course of this, you're going to want to make extra payments. You're going to want to really see that your principal is really going down, okay? So I say start out small. If you just can't wrap your mind around making those big extra commitments, start out small and gradually increase. That's what I did, and it works well for me. So I start out making about, I don't know, $1,400 extra, and gradually went to about $2,000 extra per month. And then when my boss pissed me off, I would make an extra payment as well, okay? So yeah, definitely do that. You could start out small and gradually increase, okay? So that way it's not like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Start out small and you would be fine. But you have to make those extra payments if you want to knock down your mortgage, if you want to pay it off early. I strongly recommend that you make automatic payments when you're making your extra payments, okay? I don't want you to think about it. I don't want you to negotiate in your head whether you should do it or not. I want it to come out of your account automatically. So that way it is done. You know that it's going to come out on the 1st and the 15th or whatever the case may be automatically, and you don't have to worry about it. Now all you have to worry about is the other bills and how to budget and make sure that those bills get paid. But yeah, if you make automatic payments, it's like one thing just off your shoulders, one thing checked off your list. So make those automatic payments. I promise you, you would thank me for it later. All right, so the next thing you want to do is use this tool, and it is called a mortgage payoff calculator. There are several tools online. I'm going to share with you guys the one that I use. It's really simple to use. So you want to use a mortgage calculator. It kind of tells you, it don't kind of tell you actually, it tells you how much money that you need to place into your mortgage to actually achieve your goal. Say you want to pay off your mortgage in 5 years, 6 years, or whatever the case may be, it will tell you the exact amount that you need to pay extra towards your mortgage, your principal payments, to make that goal happen. So definitely use that tool. It's very easy to use. It could be a little addicting to use, but that's fine. Yeah, so use a mortgage payoff calculator. Find one online that you really love, or use the one that I recommend. It will be in the description of this video. All right, guys, so this is the calculator that I recommend. So just click on the link. So this is the early payoff calculator for your mortgage, and it's going to ask you a few questions such as your home price, the interest rate, your current monthly payment, principal and interest only, the number of years you would like to pay off your mortgage. And you just answer the questions by moving this dial right here, okay? All right, so let's say our home price, our balance is $216,000, a little over $216,000. Say our interest rate is at 3.75, and our monthly payment is $1,412, and we want to pay off our mortgage in 6 years, okay? So it's going to tell you how much you need to pay extra in order to do that. Let me push this back because it moved. We said 6 years. All right, so the additional payment that you would need to make every month is $1,951.06. And this is how much savings that you will make in interest. So you would save over $53,000 in interest, and you would have your house paid off in 6 years. So this calculator is a great tool, okay? The last step and very crucial to this process is every 6 months to a year, I want you to sit back at the table with you and your spouse or you and yourself, and I want you to reevaluate what you are doing, right? I want you to reevaluate how much money that you're putting into your mortgage. Is it enough? Do you need to step it up? Do you need to work that extra job that you don't want to do? What is it you need to do to really get to that target goal of paying off your mortgage in 5 years or 6 years or whatever goal you set out for yourself? You want to increase how much you are putting in until you get to that max amount, okay? Say your max amount is $2,000 per month, and say you can't afford that $2,000 a month. Well, I want you to really evaluate it every 6 months to a year. You may be getting a raise every year or whatever, so you definitely want to put that into your mortgage. You may be getting money back from your taxes, so you definitely want to put that into your mortgage as well. Any extra money that's coming in that you're not really utilizing, you want to put that into your mortgage. So every 6 months to a year, you're going to sit back, you're going to look at your bills, you're going to look at how much you have extra, and you want to say, you know what, I'm going to increase it by $500. Or I'm going to go ahead and just pull the plug and I'm going to take it to my max amount. I have $2,000 that I am just spending on going out to eat with my girlfriends or going out or whatever the case may be. Let me go ahead and pull the plug and go ahead and making those extra payments up to the $2,000 or whatever the case may be. And before you know it, you end up paying your mortgage quicker than the goal that you set out for yourself. So if you take this video seriously and you do all of the steps, I promise you, you will have your mortgage paid off before you even know it. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, my contact information will be in the description box below if you don't have life insurance. Contact me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys. Ciao for now.